He gets to work. Jake McCarthy in the box now. No
We got
balls
the big
and a
orange
strike.
crush going on here.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Kicks and fires.
1 and 2. Ain't no one down here.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The line to kick the pitch.
2 and 2.
In the air, right field.
That was from.
And that's a fair ball. And that's a leadoff double.
Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. No outs. Runner on second. Runner breaks for third. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. This is Corbin Carroll. That one ripped. And that's a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and the Diamondbacks take the lead. 1-0. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That one at triple digits.
This is a great dynamic right here.
Runner on the go. Pitches low. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job. Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Foul ball there. Franklin, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. Up and in, going to count 1 and 2.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And the pitch. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
And out of that jam.
So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Diamondbacks 1, and the Orioles coming up. Second inning set to go. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Here comes a pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. And now the lefty off the mark there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Fought off foul. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to Mountcastle.
One down.
And quickly one away in the second. Next to hit for Arizona, Andrew Monasterio. That one's in there, 0-1. Monasterio getting to start at the hot corner, 28 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Alex Bregman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Monasterio dives back in safely. And the 1-0. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's to third, and it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Late swing, foul to the left.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. In the air, right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Score remains tied 1-1. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the DH, Kevin Newman. The pitch. Check swing. He went. And that is strike 1. And ball 1. Falling behind 2-1. And the pitch. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Top of the zone for a called strike. Next off and in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Swings and misses. And way out front of the slur.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And here it comes. This one in the air, right field. Santander in pursuit. He makes the grab. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. On a line, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Moreno in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. 1 runs in. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Across is the runner from first. And it's 3-1.
How did he miss that?
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing at the bat right
Let's
there.
see the
Anytime you
replay.
smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Oh.
Here's the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. And that one fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. He's got it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Alex Bregman. Franklin back to work.
Strike one, 100
You know, these
miles
D-backs
per
showing
hour.
great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later. That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And another ball.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I want to shout out, I'm scared you have a lot of 5 and 6-year-olds watching.
The lefty fires. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Kicks and deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
The punch out there. 2 out.
Oh my God, Luckner.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. Fastball for a strike. Bregman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one is lifted in the air. Santander racing after it.
Oh my
Lays
God.
out, but he can't squeeze it. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third.
That's an error.
So 2 down. Corbin Carroll will hit next. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And 1-2.
If he can get through this one,
Raining again.
0, this will help in his outings to come.
Raining in Minnesota. Another weekend.
Whips it to Mountcastle. Third out.
Got out of that.
Diamondbacks.
We got 1 hit.
Back here in
Gallen
Baltimore.
must be
All
pitching.
set
Now
for
it's
the start of the
3-2.
inning. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes. Base hit.
Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour off the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Touches down, that's a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
I feel like I've seen more balls, and this is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times, just got to give credit because the hitters hit the ball really hard and jumped off the bat. But one thing we do know is warmer temperatures are very, very favorable for the hitters.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Now fly ball to right center. Mullins pulls that one down. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 4-2. Here's Alex Bregman. That one's in there. That's strike one. Bregman measures 6 feet even. A member of the 1,000 hit club. And he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
4-2.
That's out number 3. A run on 2 hits and they leave one. Home half of the 5th coming up.
I think their bullpen's going to be struggling. They took me out. Call them.
The new pitcher.
We won. Oh, sweet. Still got his win streak.
That's
10 hits. Wow, that's not good.
I'm sorry if it wasn't, but in Chicago, people were saying.
Hello? I was just gonna. I kind of went to playing my game live. I was wondering what's going on. What'd you hear? Is it serious or is he still on the loose or did he kill himself? Ellison. They were gonna. I knew Walls and Ellison were on her, but I never heard this woman. Who is it? Which one is it? Think, Billy. What is she a state representative or a Congress lady? Oh, it's the one that likes the farmers. Mary Smith? Mary Smith. It's not Mary, maybe it's not Mary. What? Sandy? Rebecca? Angela? Wendy? Cindy? Coffee is so good. No, Peter went up to $5 for that port. That's great value. What color hat did you wear with that brown? Did you wear that Oreo hat? You only wear a hat. Go around ball. Like idiots. Shut up, Billy. You're a dink. Thunder thighs. She was eating blueberry pie in the body, and I don't remember what was that. I think that was something. I didn't want to sit and watch it all day, but are you sure it was at 2:30 in the morning? So were they dead at? Oh, they did. They didn't get killed. What? When she came to the door, then? Well, he was dressed like a cop, and he had all the tools, they said. But he can't be. How did he get away? There's the US Opens on my channel. Yeah? Yeah, but the cops were there, weren't they? Hey? Weren't the cops there? I thought he escaped after the second killing. Oh, they still didn't know. So he's roaming around right now. Oh, Jesus. No. Was he, they said that his LinkedIn profile was a manager at 7-Eleven. Is that a joke? I think that was a joke. Yeah, he was the white guy on some power board or something. Yeah, but there's a lot of the people that are on edge like that. How are you supposed to know? There's JJ Spawn. There's so much shit going on, and Israel and Iran are bombing each other right now too. That's kind of fun to watch, though. Yeah, those. What do they call them? Think. No, they are. I don't think they're missiles. They're projectiles. But what do they call them? I was listening. I just heard it 20 times. Interceptors. That's the name of them. But what is it? Is it a shell, or is it a bomb, or is it a missile? So is it a bomb or a missile? The interceptors. They gotta be missiles, aren't they? Probably, like you said, a smart missile that goes right to the heat. See, the rumor is they're going to launch 2,000 at Israel today in a row. Well, then, like last night, when they started figuring out patterns in the THAAD system, that's what the U.S. has there, missile defense, and then they got 3 stages for Israel. Do you know how many are not getting through? Yeah. But they said they're trying to bomb the basement that's 60 meters underground. And they can't get there, and that's where the Ayatollah is. So they figure if they decapitate Ayatollah Khamenei, it'll be done. They'll cave, they'll cave to, huh? They already are over there, but I don't know what plane do they fly. I thought it was supposed to be the B-2s at the bunker busters. But they called the B-2s out of San Garcia. That was that island where they were sitting, but they couldn't be outside too much longer because they have a special coating on them that makes them, you can't see them on the radar. Well, now they got the B-52s there, but they're so damn big that they get shot down, is what they said, over Iran. Yeah, well, it's just like that Top Gun you and me and Ryan watched. Similar to that. Missions. Think so? Well, that's for the bigger stuff, not the small stuff. But that, the Vipers, that's the F-22s. Now Trump come out with an F-47. 47 for his presidency. He's a smart guy, isn't he? God, he's a smart guy. I wish he would just relax a little bit, though. You know, I'm sure he looks like he's aged 10 years since day one. Imagine what he's being told for real. Ugh, hell no. Well, they don't show it or tell people, but they have escorts. And then they have multiple lookalikes in there at the same time so they can't lock on one. Just like they do with the motorcades. They have how many different vehicles in a row. You don't know for sure which one is in. But that's the thing about the Democrats. They're plotting against Donald. And I don't like that. That's not a... You should be trying to work together for a better cause if you're a Democrat. That's why I was calling you. Do you turn it on? For the parade or for the Kings? There's a bunch at the Capitol. There's a guy named Andrew Mercado from Minnesota that was doing the George Floyd protests, riots. He was the press. He went to Ukraine or whatever and did some stuff over there live. And he was there today, but the internet, they must kill the internet there because you couldn't see her. You couldn't see him. All you could do was see the chat. So, I don't know why people want to go out and protest in bad weather, number one. Hell no. I'd rather go golfing than protest. There's a protest in Wilmer today. Idiots. Stay out of there. Are them guys gonna make it? That got shot? They said they had to do multiple surgeries. Usually there's a low percentage of makers. They're gonna survive. Wow. Do they have it on? Record himself doing it? I don't know. Because you've been following it all day. Haven't you? What do you think of Victor Hovland? You like him? He's German. He's a Norwegian? Who's that? Where's this Ortiz from? The pink hat or the teal hat on. See him? There's Lawrence. Why don't you tell me Lawrence Scott Ortiz Hovland? Spawn. I have Spawn. I don't know how. His name's JJ, I guess. He hasn't missed the cut all year. What the heck happened there? Who is that? Who was that? Christian. What's your prediction at the game in Oklahoma then? Think so? I think you're wrong. I think Oklahoma put too much effort in to barely eke out the win, and Indiana realized that they get, like you said, take it to the rack. These guys were trying to shoot, Matherin and Nemhard and Smith and even Halliburton run the score up. You don't need to hit threes all game. Right. You did watch the whole game, didn't you? I stayed up too. I watched the last 8 minutes live. Wow, what a game. Respawn. How do you know? You're ahead of me. Sick. Time is your chili to be ready. Get served over there. guys use? Get 6 patties then? Did you use English muffins? Bet they were pretty good. So, is that all you had? Till now? Homemade or bought? You stopped giving that away. Geez, they both in parts. Yeah, right. That's good stuff when you don't want to give it away. What am I supposed to do with this fish now? Hey. The smoked northern? Should I just eat it regular? What do you mean bend it over? Fold it over? Which way? Peterson plus 2. Swede. S-E-N, isn't that Swedish? New spawn. Make this Swedish, jackass. This jackass. Do you guys get Netflix? Oh, they got a new, kid. Nailed it. It almost left out, but it left in. Golfing is tough. You know that? When these guys set up these holes like this where it's almost impossible if you're not putting uphill. Oh wow, that should have left out. Must be like the greens are still kind of moist then. What a putt. That almost come back though. Who's this? That's right on the same exact. Uh-oh. Should have kept him. I was between Adam Scott and Justin Rose, and I went with your idea of Rose again. He didn't make the cut, I don't think. And then Bryson didn't make the cut, but everybody else did. I got Spawn. Yeah, he's and Dad. Yeah, he was an early. According to what I read last night, Nicholson is getting ready for the weekend. No. In the sand dish? Well, they only show the top 6, so you don't really know who else is out there. Here, come up a little bigger. Roll. Advertising. Search continues for suspect. Melissa Portman and Senator John. Do you know John Hoffman? Did you ever meet him? Are you going to church tomorrow? I'm getting it. Let's go to church at the lake. Come on, please. I want to go with you. You and Renee can call me. We'll have a happy Father's Day. Huh? You can go to peace with me. They'll love you. Oh yeah? Is it gonna rain? God, did they actually go through with it? I bet the course is just gonna be chunked. Well, who's running it now? Is he? Roscoe? Does he go out there and clean it up then? Who's all working for him doing that? there now? The mowers? So, yeah. What time can you go golfing out there at the earliest now? About 6? 5? What time are you guys going? Are you going out to eat? Are you doing steak? Steakhead. Father say steak. You're lucky. You get steak all the time. Why is it raining again? Where did this come from? Nice pot pillow. Are you guys dry now or not? So you got about a half an hour and then go. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya. It's pitching time. It's pitching time. It's time to walk away. It's raining again, my friend.
And now, from high above, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating 250 years for the United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights.
I'm messing everything.
I gotta go put the code in for NBA. I'll be back with another